Won't nobody love you the way they should. Won't nobody check up on you, make sure you're good. Won't nobody check those body tremors for your neck.
Alright, so, kind of crazy. I have 4 packages in here, like I said, stuff that sold over last night and this morning. 4 packages, 4 different reselling platforms. I have 1 Poshmark sale, 1 Kitizen sale, 1 eBay sale, and 1 Facebook Marketplace sale. And that, friends, is why I cross-list using this perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this outside for my postal worker to pick up. And I think I'm going to start prepping for my bread and butter shoe brand video. So let's do that. We just got home from doing a ton of stuff, none of which was on my list that I told you about earlier. We went to campus because it's spring break for college students as well, so we got the quad to ourselves, which was really nice, and I went with my kids and my nieces and my friend Chiwon and Eddie. Okay, I'm gonna get this boy some food. We went to the quad. We bought dinner at like Noodles and Company and Chipotle. They're like right next to each other on kind of the main street where college students get food and stuff. It was fun. We just did nothing. I just did nothing that I said I was gonna do earlier today. So I'm trying to find a spot where I can set my camera down and open cubed cheese for my son. But now what I'm gonna do is finish outlining the video for this bread and butter shoe brands video and see if I can figure out how to set up the, what's it called? The teleprompter. I also had such an exciting sale come in today. It was this Johnny Was tunic. I honestly had it listed way too high, but it sold for my full asking price of $130. And that was after the person messaged me and was like, would you take $100 for this? Which honestly I would have, but I didn't even see the message because I was, doing stuff with my family. And so I didn't respond in a timely enough manner, I guess. And she just went ahead and bought it. So hallelujah. All right, but let's go ahead and get to finish outlining this video. And then we're going to take a look at the teleprompter and see if I can figure out how to use it. All right, so we are going to do an unboxing and trying to figure out how to set this up type of situation here. This company reached out to me to see if I would like to try it out and do a review. I really was excited when they reached out because I had been thinking about getting a teleprompter for my YouTube videos for quite some time. As you know, I do a lot of like sit down tips and tricks videos. I'm not really a vlogger type of girl. Like, obviously this is more of a vlog video and I have done some in the past, but it's just not super duper my style. It's not like I don't like them. I feel like I never get like a ton of views on my vlog videos, and also I just don't find my day-to-day super interesting. I don't know. By the way, I do got some cut up mangoes here. Zero know-how, so we're ready for this. But yeah, those videos take me forever to edit because I'll sit there while I'm giving my tips and I will just make so many mistakes or like not know what to say. This is kind of cool. Look at this like case. It's very heavy duty. And so I thought it'd be really nice to have like an actual script that I write out with all of the information so I'm not making it up as I go. Not that I like make up my tips, you know what I mean? But like I never really know word for word what I'm going to say. And then what ends up happening is I have like 8 billion takes and so much time is spent in the editing process just cutting out me being dumb. So I was like, it would be really nice to have a teleprompter so that I know exactly what I'm going to say and I don't waste any time both in the filming and editing process. And then they reached out to me, so it was perfect. It was meant to be. So it looks really complex, you guys. Oh, yeah. It looks like there are a lot of steps. we're gonna go through it together. Oh my God, am I breaking this already? I just got an offer on something, so hold on. Let's see if it's a super low ball or if it's something I'm willing to take. This is not bad. I have a pair of shorts listed at 18. They're like Gap shorts. I had offered them 15 with discounted shipping. They came back with 12. Yes. Except I think I bought those as part of a inventory buyout. So, you know, some of those things are not going to be huge sellers. Just better to get those things out and hopefully kind of trigger the algorithm a little bit. I'm gonna eat some mango and see if that helps. Maybe it'll push some smartness into the brains. I don't know. So this is supposed to get mounted. My question is, where does the camera go? This is, by the way, the tripod that I use for my camera, and I will link this down below as well. It's by the brand Joby, but I think that this goes on the tripod. The question is where. So I've got that on. Something here pulls out. What pulls out? Nope, that didn't do a thing. So now this. Yes, that pulls out. Okay, so now I'll take another bite of mango. Okay. All right, I'm gonna try putting you on here. We're gonna see what happens. Hopefully nothing breaks. I just downloaded the app. It has 2 stars out of 8 reviews, which is not awesome. I cannot in good conscience push this product. I cannot recommend it because 1, it's so complicated to set up. 2, when I put my camera here on the back, which is where it's supposed to go, like underneath this thing, you're supposed to put your phone or your iPad on this, and it like reflects and you're able to see the words here, which is pretty cool. But my camera could see this, so it would always catch this and my phone, like you could see my phone itself, like the physical product, not like the reflection of it or whatever. So I don't want my videos to have like this part always kind of in the front and a little bit of my phone in them. And then 3, because your camera has to kind of like sit in this little enveloped area, my camera all of a sudden turned off because the internal temperature of it was too hot and it just could not film. So for those reasons, I'm not going to be able to recommend this. This is not the first time that I have tried a product and it just wasn't for me. Like it just wasn't something that I could in good conscience stand by. The last time it was like a wholesaler and they had, you know, basically it was kind of what most wholesalers do. They had those like Nordstrom pallets and then they would sell them off. They'd make boxes, but it was just way too much for what it was that they were selling. So I didn't make a video about it. I filmed the unboxing and then I was like, well, that's it. Like I can't in good conscience like promote this and tell people to spend their hard-earned money on this, so I just didn't even upload the video. And then this product we tried, I don't know. It's I'm sure there are good teleprompters out there. This is not it. This was a lot of stuff, a lot of steps, and it just was not doing it. So I'm gonna put this back in its box, try to put all the pieces back. I'm gonna email them and let them know that I gave it, you know, a fair shot, but it's just not something that I can recommend at this time. And I'll see what they want me to do, whether they want me to ship it back to them or what, because I'm never gonna use it again. It was so intense. So yeah, I will keep you posted on if I do find a teleprompter that I like more. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and print my notes for the video. That's usually what I do. Or I'll even just, you know, look at my computer. That's where I have the notes right now. I'll just look there and I will just go off of that. I've made it work before. I can continue to make it work even now. So I'm going to finish tearing this down and we'll go from there.
Blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah.
So I don't have a true ending to this video. It's actually the next morning. I did list 3 things last night. I was just, I don't know, I was not really in the mood to list, and you know, but I did get 3 up, and that's better than nothing. And I think that's kind of been my mantra, especially when I feel like I'm not in the best headspace sometimes to do reselling things. And I think a lot of the reason for that is because I'm so all or nothing. Like, if I'm not going to do 10 listings and cross list 10 listings, and I'm not going to do anything at all, like there's no point in doing anything. But I think I'm trying to show myself grace and teach myself, just start, like just do a little bit, even if you don't feel like doing it. And oftentimes what that leads to is doing a little bit more, like realizing you can handle more than you thought. And so yesterday I think was a really good example of that. I was like, I'm just going to do 1 listing and get it cross listed too. But I ended up doing 3. It's less than the 5 that I've been trying to stay really consistent with, but 3 is better than nothing. And so I do have a few things to ship today. I'm going to go ahead and get those pulled. You can, you know, do some shipping with me. And then I'm excited because I have my brother's family and Chiwon's family coming over for dinner. We're going to just enjoy the weather. I think it's supposed to get in the 70s, and we are going to do like a fire pit, and it should just be really nice and a nice little midpoint in our spring break. Just trying to remember that that's really what this time is about rest and enjoying one another's company. So the kids are downstairs cleaning. I need to ship quickly so I can join them and get ready for our fun little time. So let's ship together. Just kind of in the background, I have been getting back into gardening because it's spring, and I cleaned out my garden beds. I started planning out our front yard. We have like smart pot type things, like those fabric pots. And so I like this YouTube channel. Her name's Callie Kim. She just has like a backyard garden. Hers is in California, so it's not super relatable because they're able to grow stuff all year round. There's another YouTube channel that I love for gardening because he's based in Chicago. His YouTube channel is 1 Yard Revolution. I don't think he really makes gardening content anymore though, so that's kind of a bummer because he was really good too. But I love kind of watching gardening videos, especially like the harvest videos, to get me back in the mood for gardening and stuff. But I have written down the 5 items that sold, started to delete them from you know, the other platforms that they're cross-listed on. So we're going to go ahead and pull them together and start getting ready to ship them. So the first item is in 834. It's kind of a mess, as you can see. There's stuff here that needs to get processed and stuff, but I think it's going to be in here. And it is, we're going to see if I can do this one-handed, or I might have to set you down. It's a golf polo by Jack Nicklaus. Yeah, I'm going to set you down. This is pretty precarious. You're literally on a pile of clothes right now. But, oh, no, that's not it. So close. Oh, I got it. Okay. This is the first item. It's a golf polo by Jack Nicklaus. It sold for like $15, but I got it for $1.02 as part of an inventory buyout. The next thing is such an exciting sale. It is a Johnny Was tunic. I think it's right here on top. Yep. Oh, it's one of my favorite labels ever, Johnny Was. That sold for $129.99. The next thing is 802, which should be in here. It is a pair of Talbot's, yes, Talbot's jeggings. Those sold for, I want to say $35 on eBay. And then moving on to Poshmark sales. Oh, good. None of them are up on the top. So the first one is this pair of Gap shorts right here. They were in that bin. Throw that over there. And then the last thing we need to pull is in the same bin, and it is a striped Talbot's shirt also just right there at the top. I swear I did not like put these things in their spots. They just happen to be very easy to find, which is great. I'm glad I didn't have to dig for anything. I'm glad that there was nothing missing. I feel like that Happens every now and then, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep deleting listings, but also getting ready to ship these out. And then I go ahead and put them outside for my postal worker, who has been coming earlier and earlier, which is why I'm like, oh, I need to hurry up and do this. All right, so I was intending to do my eBay sales first so that I could print out those labels and put that information into List Perfectly, because what I do is as something sells, I put in the selling information, including like how much I sold the item for, how much shipping was, fees, all that kind of stuff. I put that into List Perfectly because they compile all the information for all of the different reselling platforms that I'm on so that I can get a report on, sorry, stuff is falling. So that I can get a report for, you know, what's selling where, how much money I'm making on each platform, that sort of thing. So I was going to do my eBay stuff first, but then I started with the Poshmark thing on accident. So this was a pair of Gap shorts. I just went ahead and put them in a Tyvek envelope because it's easy. I have a ton. And these, you know, with Poshmark items, you can ship them out using whatever. These are just no nonsense, no frills, but it gets the job done, and it, you know, it has a nice protective plastic like exterior, which, you know, if it gets rained on or anything like that, it's still going to be really protected. So one package done. Now we're going to do my eBay packages, starting with this beautiful Johnny Was tunic. I'll show it to you. The lighting right now is not amazing. I apologize. Okay. Sorry, my box of my little plastic Ziploc bags are right behind the camera, but this is the tunic. It's gorgeous. I got it at a local consignment store, and I do think I paid up for it. I think I want to say I paid around like $25 to $30 for this, knowing that it was a little bit high because, to be honest, tunics similar to this can sell, sorry, there was just like a little something, but it rubbed right off. To be honest, tunics like this can sell for like $60, $70 sometimes on Poshmark. And so I knew I was kind of taking a chance by listing it as high as I did, and that it could sit around for a little bit. But the truth is, it wasn't listed for that long, maybe a couple months, and I got my full asking price for it, which was really exciting. I think what helped is the fact that there weren't a lot of this exact tunic listed. In fact, I don't know that there were any. I know that there were a couple that had sold, like I said, for that like $60 range. But also, I had really good pictures, you know, and I think that that does make a difference. I kind of feel like the thinking from the buyer's perspective is if the person took the time and energy to take really good pictures, then chances are the item is in good quality, you know, the item is in good shape, and this is someone who takes their reselling business seriously. And that's why I think taking really good pictures is not a bad thing. I do have a couple videos about how I take pictures, and so I will link one here. But yeah, I think that's definitely one of the most important things when it comes to having a successful reselling business, is taking professional looking pictures that accurately represent what it is that the person's going to be getting when they purchase from you. So we're going to stick this in a baggie. We're going to weigh it and do all that good stuff. I'm kind of contemplating if I want to just go ahead and ship this out priority mail, even though it can go first class, just because it is more expensive, and that way it has more insurance on it. I think I will. I'll go ahead and just pay for priority mail. So that's what it looks like when I have it inside the little bag. It looks nice and professional. It's protected. So yeah, I think I'll go ahead and put it in one of these. I'll write a thank you card, weigh it, and then go ahead and ship it out with extra insurance as well, just so if anything happens, I'm covered for the entire value of that item. So this is going out to Paula. Just write, Dear Paula, thank you, and then sign it. I don't really write a lot on my thank you cards anymore. I used to when I first started selling, and I was selling something like once a week or something. I would write like novels to people, I feel like, but since I have been selling more, I just don't really have the time. But if I know that it's going to a viewer, I will definitely try to write a little bit more. So That weighs 7.4 ounces, so we're going to say 8 ounces. And what I'm going to do is go into eBay and put in 8 ounces. I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, bump it up to priority mail, which is going to cost $8.89. Oh, I'm so stupid. I can do a padded flat rate. That's going to be cheaper. So if I had done regular priority mail, it would be $8.89, but a padded flat rate. And actually, this one I can put in this one, the legal envelope, and it'll go in there very nicely. So that I can do for $7.81. So that's the route I'm going to take. And then I can add insurance to it. To add extra insurance is going to cost $3.18, but by doing so, I am covering it up to the entire value of the item, which is $129.99. So let me close this bad boy up. Come on. Come on. Okay, it doesn't close that well, but I'll get it. I don't use these legal size envelopes that much because they're just like not as easy to work with, I feel like. But, oh, and then of course, you guys, I'm having all sorts of issues. It's because this tie-back envelope was just kind of sticking around. So this is what it looks like. There's like a little bump, but it's not horrible. So I'm going to go ahead and put her name on here. But I'm also going to tape the sides down. It's a hot mess over here. I know my friend Lucy, who I'm in an Instagram group with. Hey Lucy, if you're watching. But she uses these legal size envelopes all the time and has gotten on me before for not using them. I know people will use them for jeans and stuff. I just feel like they get so bulky. But for a tunic like this, absolutely. So I'm just going to secure the sides with some eBay tape so that nothing can get in. Also, the quarter is ending soon, so you should definitely make a reminder to yourself. I'm going to do the same thing to get your eBay supplies using your eBay coupon if you have an eBay store. I know I need to get on that straight away or else I'll forget. So this is going to go out to Paula. I wrote her name here so that when I print out all 3 eBay labels, I know which one is hers and I don't mix up the packages. So next up we'll do this Jack Nicklaus polo, this golf polo. I've been listing a ton of polos lately because I have a ton that I got in inventory buyouts and stuff, and golf stuff has been selling. This is the season for golf. People are excited about getting back on the golf course. This is just a very basic, striped polo shirt, and I think this sold literally for like $15, which I'm happy with. I had $1.02 into it in the inventory buyout. And this will ship first class. No need to get insurance on this item because if it gets lost, I don't even really care that much. Alright, so let's put this in this eBay bag. I'm going to write a thank you card very quickly. And we'll go from there. This is going to Matthew. You guys, I cannot wait to go outside. It is literally just so beautiful. So I need to hurry up and get through this shipping so I can clean my house and then go outside, finish up some gardening tasks, and then make some food. I am gonna make this like Greek inspired like orzo pasta. I love eating it and I just don't make it that much or ever. I don't think I've ever made it. I honestly don't cook very much. My husband is the superior chef in the house. But that's going to be my contribution. That and salad. Those are my contributions to our little get-together tonight. Okay, so that is done. And then the last eBay sale is this pair of Talbot's jeggings. I'm pretty sure... Oh, these weigh under a pound by a lot. They're like 14 ounces. So I am definitely going to be able to ship these... Lord have mercy. This bag. Okay, I'm definitely going to be able to ship these out first class, which is exciting. It's going to be a little bit cheaper. one time not too long ago, I went to a local consignment store because they were doing like a sidewalk sale, and they have different color tags for their clothes, very similar to Goodwill. And one of the tags was like super clearance down. So I got these for, I want to say either $1 or it was like $3 or something, maybe $3. And I had heard people say that Talbot's jeans can do well. Y'all know how much I love Talbot's, but I never really picked up their jeans, mainly just like their dresses, their shoes, and like their blazers and stuff. So I tried it out, and most of their jeans have sold for at least $25. These, like I said, sold for $35, and they're a size 6 petite, so it's not like they were plus size or anything like that. Very happy about that, and will definitely continue to pick up Talbot's denim in the future if it's priced well. Alright, let's see. I'm out of the bigger eBay bags, so that's definitely something I need to buy or get with my eBay store coupon. Like, this barely fits in there, but we'll make it work. So this is going to Lisa. Alright, and then now that I have my 3 eBay sales packaged up and ready to go, what I'm going to do is put in the information into eBay. I'm going to do bulk shipping, which is nice. I don't have to sit there and, you know, print one label at a time, but I can just put in the weights for all of these items at once. It'll print out all 3 labels and I'll be good to go. So these weigh about 15 ounces or 14.4, but you round up. So we're going to say 15. The Jack Nicklaus was 10 ounces. So in total, I'm going to be paying $21.05 to ship out those 3 items. I have buyers pay for shipping. I don't like to do free shipping. So I have buyers pay for shipping. Oftentimes it's right around what I have to pay to ship it out anyway. So I'm breaking even on the shipping. Sometimes I accidentally charge a little bit too much. In the case of the Johnny Was, for example, obviously I didn't charge enough because I didn't think to myself that I would have shipping insurance on there. But that's okay. So, you know, that Johnny Was piece, for example, it's going to cost $10.99 to ship out, even with the addition of shipping insurance, even with shipping it out priority mail, which is not a lot. And it's, you know, I'd rather do that to have that peace of mind, knowing that if anything were to happen, I'm not just going to be out that amount. So now I'm going to print those 3 labels, slap the labels onto the pieces, and then I have one more item to ship out, and then we're going to get ready for our little party today. I don't know why I'm calling it a party. It's not really a party, but you know what I mean. This Talbot's, you guys, 2 Talbot's pieces sold today. This is a really cute, like, it's pretty basic. It's just a striped, like, t-shirt, but it's got this really pretty scallop neckline. Again, I think I had about $1 into this. I actually got 2 at the local consignment store. They were identical, but one I gave to my mom, and then I kind of was like kicking myself because the one that I gave to my mom was actually new with tags, and this one is not. My mom doesn't care if something is new with tags, so I should have just kept that one to resell. This one still sold for my full asking price of $20 on Poshmark, so I made $16. I was kind of surprised. I was expecting it to sell for like $12 to $15 because it is so basic. But that's the power of Talbot's for you. So this, since it is a Poshmark sale, I'm going to go ahead and put in this small flat rate box because you can ship out Poshmark items in any sort of USPS package. So this is going out to Laura. Dear Laura, thank you. That really is such a beautiful piece for this spring and summer. I mean, it's just really darling. That scallop neckline really is the perfect little feminine detail for that piece. All right, so that's all my shipping for today, guys. I'm sure, well, not sure, but I hope that more things will ship throughout the day. And if they do, and if they sell before my postal worker gets here, I probably will just try to package it up really quickly so that I can get stuff out same day if possible. I do feel like buyers love when they get items quickly, you know, quicker than they thought they would. But really, I'm going to be focusing on getting this house in order, including my reselling space, because it's kind of crazy. And just getting food prepared and all that kind of stuff. My daughter has a play date later, so we're trying to get her to clean as much as she can before it. But yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be a great day. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you're enjoying time with your family and loved ones as well. So that's it for this video. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!